IVM.
Welcome to Waddaplayah, you guys.
Do they hear the clap though?
I don't know. Do they hear the clap? Shit, they don't hear the
Y'all
clap.
are missing the behind the scenes.
Yeah, the BTS claps.
Claps.
Best claps you have heard.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another week of Waddaplayah. We said that already, but I feel like it's important to reiterate. We are back with Dudeja and I.
Yeah, because Mikhail has उसका दांत टूट गया है.
उसका दांत निकाल दिया.
उसका दांत निकाल दिया.
उसका दांत भाड़ा नहीं भर रहा था. तो बोले कि अभी निकालना पड़ेगा.
क्या नहीं भर रहा था?
भाड़ा.
अच्छा दांत भाड़ा नहीं भर रहा था. I thought maybe this
like Mikhail wasn't paying rent, so his landlord was like एक दांत लगेगा.
दांत लगेगा. But today we have a guest with us instead of Mikhail because Mikhail's not here and Harman's here.
Yeah, we have replaced
Bangalore.
one minority for another.
Another minority.
Minority quota.
Yeah, Harman, what's your full name?
Harman Preet Singh.
Harman Preet Singh.
Harman Preet Singh is a comedian.
Yeah, if you guys can't guess, he's Sardar. By now.
If I have to introduce myself on audio, then I'll have to be like Harman Preet Singh.
It's like you are so like you're a Sardar plus you're a Sardar in Bangalore. Like
Yeah.
तू समझ जो level पे तू minority में जा रहा है.
Right.
You're like Johnny Lever from some movie where he's a Sardar but he talks in like a South Indian accent.
Wait, this is not. He dresses up as a Sardar in what do you say? Amir Khan
Raja
ki Raja Hindustani.
Yeah.
Or like
yeah.
the only way to prove you're a proper, like if you need to racially, body languagely hit a stereotype, you just need to fucking move your shoulders. This is the only community that moves their shoulders as much as.
Yeah, but I think we need to introduce him, right? Audience, you want to know him?
Yeah,
who is he? Like,
so Harman is a comedian, that much is there. He's also a general
हम लोग के
mover.
और कोई दोस्त है ही नहीं.
Honestly
Comedy के
speaking.
बाहर कोई नहीं.
And other than that, Harman we wanted to call because Harman has played cricket properly, unlike us.
Properly you played.
Right.
I mean, he
Yeah.
might not have trained under Achrekar sir, like Dudeja has.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's the legend in Maharashtra.
In Maharashtra?
In the world,
In the world.
All right, man. I'm
Sachin's
sorry.
coach.
Oh yeah.
You don't know,
You
how
don't
to
know.
this.
No wonder you weren't selected, man.
Yes.
इतना theory में ही fail हो गया. Practical कितना भी अच्छा हो जाए इसका.
Dude, I had always been a Sehwag fan. So for me, जो भी है तू मेरे को मुल्तान के बारे में पूछ मैं बताता है.
अरे
But you played cricket in school and you played till what? Under 15s?
I played under 16.
Under
so
16,
So I played nationals under CBSE. So the first year I was on bench.
Okay.
पूरा मतलब अहमदाबाद लेके गए मेरे को सिर्फ वाटर बॉय एंड आई यूज्ड टू लव दैट जॉब एज वेल क्योंकि हाँ अंदर जाना और स्ट्रैटेजाइज बोलना और विकेट गिरता था तो लोग मेरे को बाहर देके ऐसे पॉइंट करते थे एंड आई यूज्ड टू बी लाइक या मैं ये बोला था आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप डालना.
You were like Parthiv Patel in 2003.
Right, yeah. And then the next 2 years I was vice captain and for both this season, so that was fun.
I love this about school cricket. You can go from 12th man to vice captain in
in
1
a year.
Yeah.
Because your seniors have gone now.
Because उधर ऐसा नहीं ना धोनी जैसा कोई है नहीं कि चिटकेगा वो.
हाँ वही फेल होते जा रहे हैं 5 साल.
Arts teacher allow नहीं कर रहा है खेलने को. So yeah. That was one reason in my school why one of the players couldn't play.
What?
Because maths teacher wasn't letting him go for practice. So PT teacher is fucking coming to the class and abusing her and going. तो हमारी वजह से अगर वो मैथ्स में भी फेल हुआ ना तो दोनों वो कहीं का नहीं रहेगा.
Oh wow. उसको स्कोरर बना देते थे ना बेस्ट. स्कोरर also भी मैच भी हो गया
और साथ में एवरेज कैलकुलेट कर रहा है.
सब हो गया.
Run rate.
मेरे स्कूल में इतना डिसमल था ना स्पोर्ट्स सिचुएशन. लाइक हम लोग बास्केटबॉल टीम में था मैं 2 साल और हम लोग है ना द कोर्ट वाज बेसिकली अ मैदान. देयर वाज नो कोर्ट. तो ऐसा मैदान में पत्थर वित्थर बाहर आ रहा है. बीच में फील्ड के कोर्ट के बीच में पेड़ है. ठीक है और पेड़ का ब्रांच बीच आ रहा है. तो तुम ड्रिबल कर रहे हो तो तुम पेड़ के बीच में से डालो तो फाउल. ऐसा सा हो रहा है.
तो तुम बॉल बाउंस करते थे कि
नहीं? पहले साल में
हैंडबॉल
ब्रो पहले साल में ना we didn't even have a fucking ring. We just had the board. And there was a box in the board.
That was darts.
And they would be
Really
like,
high darts.
sir would be like, तू बॉक्स में डाल दे. रियल लाइफ में बॉक्स में डालेगा ना तो रिंग में चला जाएगा. पर बेंच नीचे से डाला तो पहले रिंग पे लगता है ना, बॉक्स में कैसे जाएगा?
Yeah, so yeah.
Did you play any other sports in school?
In school, no. I played football, but not in school. Like in PT period we played.
नहीं ऐसा वाला
नहीं स्कूल में मेरे क्रिकेट भी बैर था यार. मैं तो शिवाजी पार्क पे खेलता था अकेडमी में. क्योंकि मेरे स्कूल में एक बार मैं गया क्रिकेट प्रैक्टिस के लिए और मेरी स्कूल की फीस थी बैग में, वो चोरी हो गई.
ओह शिट.
मैं बोला बहुत महंगा पड़ा एक सेशन में, इसलिए शिवाजी पार्क में 2 महीना निकल जाता है.
हाँ ना, अभी अपन नेट्स में ही अभी तो कितना इजी हो गया क्रिकेट खेलना. लाइक एस्ट्रोटर्फ बुक करके तुम खेल लो, जो मेरे से हुआ नहीं अभी तक, बट मैं करूंगा एक दिन.
हाँ वो किससे होता है?
अरे यार वो मंडली तो मिलता है, कॉमेडियन लोग का एक ग्रुप है जो जाता है कभी कभी.
बट वो क्रिकेट तो वो तो टाइम पास क्रिकेट है.
तू कैसा क्रिकेट
पैशनेट, वो एक दूसरे को गाली नहीं देते होंगे.
अब वो सीनियरिटी में एक दूसरे को गाली देते हैं कि अगर मतलब कोई कॉमिक ज्यादा सीनियर है या उसके व्यूज ज्यादा है, उसको गाली नहीं दे सकते क्रिकेट में. इट्स टू पॉलिटिकल, दैट्स व्हाई गॉट आउट ऑफ इट. आई एम लाइक मेरे लिए सब इक्वल है क्रिकेट में. मतलब इन टर्म्स ऑफ जो गंदा है मैं उसको गाली दूंगा, मैं व्यूज के हिसाब से गाली नहीं दूंगा.
बट इट्स लाइक हरमन इज लाफिंग एट सम रैंडम ऑफ
स्क्रीन. नो, आई लाफ्ड एट जो व्यूज के हिसाब से गाली नहीं दूंगा.
तो आई जस्ट गो, आई एम लाइक आई डोंट वांट दिस. एंड मोस्ट अदर लाइक द ओपन माइकर्स यूज्ड टू कम टू गेट स्पॉट्स एंड ओपनिंग स्पॉट्स. या
ओह मैन,
आई एम लाइक यार दिस इज टू मच.
क्रिकेट नहीं खेलना है साला किसी को.
किसको भी.
वी शुड स्टार्ट आवर ओन क्रिकेट क्लब.
वही क्रिकेट किसको नहीं खेलना है, जोक किसको नहीं लिखना है, मिक्स करके करना है. तो
तुम लोग क्रिकेट देख रहे हो? तू देखा? हैव यू गॉटन बैक इनटू द ग्रूव ऑफ वाचिंग द गेम?
आई सॉ द Ashes.
I loved it. I'm loving it.
I mean, dude, I don't know how to feel anymore because the way the rain is.
Day 1 was washed out in the second test.
And then one day का आधा दिन, 2 बार तो आधा दिन भी गया बारिश में.
क्योंकि एक्चुअली मतलब वो गेम इंग्लैंड का ही था, like very clearly.
क्या
the second test?
second test belong. मतलब 6 विकेट ले भी लिए यार. Last like कितने 20-30 overs में ही I think ले लिए.
I think on some level the Australians were trying to make the runs. Like the Australians weren't playing for a draw on the last day.
No,
they weren't. The guy who replaced Steve Smith, what's his name?
That guy was great.
Labushing, whatever.
Dude, like for like replacement if I've ever seen one. तो देखा उसको बॉल लगा.
Second ball he came and Jofra hit him in the fucking
सीधा सर पे. सीधा और वो भी है ना एग्जैक्ट स्टीव स्मिथ स्टाइल पे करके वो वापस खेलने लगा.
Oh man, that is something. He just came back to play Steve Smith.
This is happening for the first time, by the way.
The concussion replacement.
Exactly. For the first time, and it's been like square per square replacement, and he played really well, dude. He like uska jo bhi offside game was so strong, and he played really well against India as well.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't have such good replacements in our team.
No, but if
Kohli is out, then who do we replace him with?
Like for like replacement.
Like for like, chalo.
AB de Villiers.
वो आ भी जाएगा.
The South Africans want to get an Indian citizenship.
No man, it's like
first was Jonty. एक साउथ अफ्रीकन तो हमें वर्ल्ड कप जिता के गया कि मेरे को इंडिया बनाओ, मेरे को गैरी कर्स्टन, मेरे को पासपोर्ट मांगता है इंडिया का. एंड नाउ एबी इज डूइंग एवरीथिंग पॉसिबल.
No, but I feel like it's like there's a hierarchy of countries that you move to play cricket. Like the topmost is England because like Kevin Peterson went to England,
everyone goes
Jofra
to
went to England, everyone goes to England. Where do they go to England from? From South Africa, from Pakistan, from second generation India.
Also, I remember,
right. So they go there. The only person who has gone to South Africa ever is Imran Tahir.
Yeah.
Like
was there one more player?
No, there's one more.
There was one more. I can't remember the name.
Pakistani player.
No. Like somebody playing for, wait, dude.
Was it Dirk Nannis? No, Dirk Nannis played for
Netherlands and Australia. No, there was this guy who match fixing में पकड़ा गया था ना. He's played for South Africa and England.
Oh yeah, there's one player I can't remember.
In the 90s.
That is the definition of match fixing.
No, but like legally.
But basically there's this one contract that they make you sign if you play for county and stuff, where the county signs you for life virtually. Okay. So you can't go and play for another country. Another country. Like you can't even play for South Africa. A lot of South African players sign this particular deal.
Okay.
And that deal is like a very watertight deal. और उसका बहुत सारा precedence है. So you're just basically you're tied in. You are not going anywhere.
And the thing is, county भी is colonizing.
Dude, but the county cricket there, if you look at it, is probably the most consistent money that a cricketer can make anywhere in the world playing first class cricket.
It's like clubs.
Yeah, it's
for
proper
comedians.
Clubs.
It's proper paid spots.
Legit.
Yeah,
so the whole argument is कि South African player को को जाना ही देना चाहिए, बिकॉज उसको अगर बेटर फ्यूचर मिल रहा है तो दैट्स व्हाई ना इवन ऑल द वेस्ट इंडियन पीपल ड्यूरिंग द वर्ल्ड कप एवरीवन वाज लाइक जोफ्रा आर्चर डिड द राइट थिंग. उसको क्या है, उसको उसका घर चलाने का, यार ये लोग क्या पॉवर्टी में से आ रहे हैं ये लोग निकल के, और वेस्ट इंडीज बोर्ड बैंक पैसा देता नहीं है और इतना महंगा रहता है. पता है वो डायमंड इयरिंग खरीदने का है, गोल्ड चेन खरीदने का है हर मैच में, कहाँ से आएगा पैसा?
Every game new diamond. And first World Cup they got it. Like Jofra, like I think it's been like a dream run for Jofra.
And for
dude, his Twitter account is very scary, by the way. Do you follow him on Twitter?
No, I just saw some 16 for 6 he tweeted. Like he just tweets some
you there are this tweets that he's predicted about future. I am not sure if he's predicting about future.
But he's just trying to scare people, dude.
उसने 367 या कुछ 370 डाला था. And BJP got so many votes.
Oh shit. Oh my God.
And he told 16 and usko he had to chase 16 in the last super over.
My God.
And it's just series of tweets that can fall at that moment where you're like, okay, mind हो रहा है, dude.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
I'm not kidding. Follow his
account. Is he the Mayan calendar? With the
dude, but like Jofra Archer spends most of his time just fucking playing Fortnite, dude. If you go to his Twitter, all he does is he just shares stuff of him playing Fortnite.
What's Fortnite?
It's like a game, dude. It's
it's like PUBG.
PUBG plus Minecraft plus something else built into it.
पूरा टाइम यार इन लोग का कुछ ज्यादा ही चिल लाइफ नहीं, क्रिकेट छोड़ के.
अरे व्लॉग भी डालता है, ये फुटबॉल देखता है बैठ के, उसको कोई ये नहीं है.
PS4 खेलेगा.
स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड पॉडकास्ट करता है.
स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड पॉडकास्ट. स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड तो चल अभी बेचारा क्या करे,
उसका लिमिटेड ओवर्स नहीं है उसका.
But Stuart Broad was so clear set. Like if you listen to the Stephen Fry and Stuart podcast, A Broad Understanding ऐसा कुछ है. Dude, that is such a great podcast. And if you listen to the last 2 months of it, you can see Stuart Broad becoming more and more like in the zone to play this Ashes series.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can hear it in his voice. Like जो एक stability आ जाता है ना कि like I know exactly what I have to do when I go in there. That has come to him, which was not there earlier.
Yeah, because like that free time must have given him like so much practice. Plus, I'm sure he's playing like domestic.
Yeah, he's playing county.
Everyone's playing county.
And it's all at like home. And so yeah, that's fun.
And the worst is he was playing county cricket the day World Cup happened. Finals happened.
Oh yeah? Why is county happening during the World Cup? In the bloody home of cricket.
So Jofra Archer,
अगर इंडिया में रणजी चल रहा है alongside players will back out. Like मेरे को जाके देखना है.
मैं खुद जा रहा हूँ मैच देखने. Seriously.
The people who actually play that day will get selected to the team. Just for the effort, commitment.
But
there was this one tweet that Jofra Archer had recently put where he just said all batsmen carry 2 helmets. Like and उसमें भी misspelled है पूरा, कुछ भी अलग अलग, because I will be hitting them, ऐसा करके सब ट्वीट करता है.
What are you saying?
Dude, Jofra is in a great space.
Smith didn't really get the hint. Like,
I think he's not on Twitter.
Oh man, Smith's not.
After all the racist things that are happening to him, why do you have to be on social media, dude?
Yeah. But all in all, I think that was the one thing that kept this test apart from, like, that was the defining feature of this test was कि Steve Smith को गले पे बॉल लगा.
And Ben Stokes का century भी.
It was good, dude.
Like, it was a good century.
Dude, but
century is always great.
Like on both sides of the team, on one side you have Steve Smith and David Warner, and on the other side you have Jofra and you have Ben Stokes, and these are 4 people who are really out to prove something.
Right, but David Warner is struggling at the moment.
Like, dude, he's not even scored like 10 runs or something.
No.
So interestingly enough,
like
I think
8-4, like some very like random numbers.
I might be wrong with these numbers, but I feel like if you can just cross check with the Cricinfo ka score, Steve Smith hit more runs after he came back from the concussion thing than David Warner hit in the innings.
So I'll tell you, David Warner's not even scored more than 20 runs, if I'm not wrong. 20 or 25.
Steve Smith आके कुछ 12-13 रन मार के गया after the hit. और Warner उससे कम बना. So like you can see the kind of mind space, and Warner does look kind of out of it, dude. He just doesn't seem to be all there. वो catch भी drop किया.
Catch drop वो मैंने नहीं देखा.
हाँ, वो slip में catch drop किया था.
Okay. Maybe that also plays, you know, when you're already in bad form. And then you drop a catch.
Yeah, it affects your body language completely. Like you're mentally very nervous all the time.
Yeah.
Like I used to wicket keep a lot.
Yeah.
And मेरा अगर
सीधा David honestly we've gone to Harman.
No, I'm just talking about how it affects you. Like अगर तू host भी कर रहा है, तेरा एक joke land नहीं किया और तेरे बाद कोई comedian kill करके आया, you're not as confident as him. मैं wicket keeper था, down the leg I just dropped a bye, and after that I'm like नहीं ये नहीं हो रहा मेरे से. Like I don't want gloves also. Just put me in some fine leg shit. But yeah, it mentally plays a toll on you. And because of all the fucking crowd is sitting on his head and wearing masks and fucking doing shit. Are you seeing
the booing, the booing, dude. The amount of when Steve got hit, also they were booing, dude.
When he came back.
Yeah,
it's one
down.
See, it's one down. So England is going to do everything in there.
But my God, dude, like what happened to cricket, dude? Like Test cricket में तो मत करो ये, dude. T20 में behavior चलता है.
वो भी at Lords.
I swear.
What happened? अभी ये जो मास्क पहन के ऐसा रोने का शक्ल बना रहे हैं ना, पहले स्टीव स्मिथ के लिए चल रहा था. So now what they did for Ben Stokes is Australian team like fans dressed up in all whites and wore Ben Stokes का mask and they wore handcuffs and came.
Wow.
there are 30 of them just standing in the crowd like this. And Ben Stokes century मारा है ऐसा कर रहे हैं like. The battle between the fans is really crazy. Like that, it is. You can't see that in India.
But that has to happen.
It's not that like on the nose type. Like India is just like directly rowdy गाली गलौज.
Plus अपन अगर like अपन का fan interaction is अपन उधर पुलवामा वो लोग कुछ करते वो है अपना, ठीक है. अपन अलग level पे एक दूसरे के साथ करते.
मतलब we are taking it country.
Yeah, हम लोग surgical strike करते हैं, ठीक है.
I'm not commenting on that.
But that's I realize कि it has to happen with the fans because it's not like there's much banter. Like if you remember the last test series I saw that I was totally engrossed with was India Australia.
The 2000
अभी वाला last year में हाँ जो the 1v1.
The 1v1, yeah.
And that entire series, if you remember the banter, it was great banter throughout the entire series. There was so much back and forth happening between the players. Yeah. Here there isn't much back and forth. It feels like nobody has much to say to anybody else.
Yeah, it's very like England people are anyways. I think like I don't think they're too high on the banter.
Yeah,
and Ben Stokes.
No, but now they are.
But like this test series, Asher, have you seen any banter?
Have you heard any interesting banter from the stump mic this time?
No.
Or even like
no.
or conferences or anything.
No.
That's not happening.
No, that's because उन्हें पता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया वापस गंदा देगा. So they just don't want to start that only. If you initiate something and then you can't follow it up, but like Michael Vaughan could do it.
Yeah.
Nasser Hussain was a great guy who, if Ponting would give him Nasser Hussain, but I don't think Joe Root is a guy. The maximum.
Joe Root तो क्यों captain क्यों?
He's so cute, dude. He's so cute.
ये Morgan Root एकदम I'm like तुम इतने
Morgan was still decent as a captain.
He is aggressive.
He looked like, dude, remember that one innings in World Cup जो वो आके कुछ 50-60 रन मार के चला गया था.
Ireland.
When he came back from the
Ireland के खिलाफ.
नहीं World Cup में अभी वो बीच में एक मैच के लिए नहीं खेला फिर वापस आया.
I know. I don't remember the match, but the score was some 60 ball 118 or like some very random number.
Dude. Speaking of
17 sixes, no. He beat the world record.
Yeah. That's
Gayle.
the match. That's the match.
But yeah.
Speaking of Gayle. We were just sitting before today's episode, Harman and I, because we came early, and we were trying to see कि कौन सा लीग है दुनिया में जहाँ क्रिस गेल ने सेंचुरी नहीं मारा है.
Okay. Oh wow, that's going to be interesting. उसे वर्ल्ड कप में भी मारा होगा ना?
वर्ल्ड कप में नहीं मारा.
वर्ल्ड कप नहीं, उसे ओडिया वर्ल्ड कप में मारा है ना उसने सेंचुरी.
हाँ, वर्ल्ड कप में मारा. In terms of we are talking about T20 leagues, because he's had more centuries in T20 than one day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually clearly he's right.
And
कहाँ खेल रहे हो?
So he got global T20 में मारा, बिग बैश में मारा. वाइटालिटी नहीं खेला है ना वो?
नहीं.
वाइटालिटी खेला नहीं है वो.
Okay.
बांग्लादेश में मारा है.
5 मारा है.
बांग्लादेश में 5. पर like I would expect कि अगर 5 से कम होता तो I would be annoyed at Chris. I would be like bro क्या कर रहा है?
IPL में 6 मारा है और बिग बैश में 2 मारा है.
हाँ. बिग बैश में भी 2 मारा है. That's the 2 I count like way higher.
Dude, but like when he's playing Bangladesh Premier League, I bet he eats like 3 slips for breakfast. Like just because like how do you sustain that kind of muscle mass? And by the way, after all the bakchod you did about him retiring, he has not retired.
What was that?
No, that guy knows how to keep attention.
Yeah, I swear.
Like वहाँ पे जो Ashes चल रहा है, he like Ashes को footage नहीं चाहिए. मैं retire कर रहा है इधर give me.
But I don't know what's wrong with the board. Like, how could they just announce it?
What?
Like that he's retiring and then he's like, I'm not.
No, nobody announced that he's retiring.
So then?
He just wore the 301st the t-shirt for his 301st ODI.
Oh, so
that's it.
So it was just people assume.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was just doing bakchod.
And the worst part is even Indians believed.
Yeah.
उसको send off दे रहे नाच रहे हैं उसके साथ.
Indians
giving a farewell.
Indians believing in fake news is not new.
Social messaging.
But my point is, chalo, I want to just get a prediction from y'all about how many centuries will David Warner have at the end of the Ashes.
One.
You think he'll have?
You have to have one, dude. It's a 5-match series, no?
Yeah, so now 3 more. एक से ज्यादा नहीं.
6 innings में डेविड वार्नर अगर एक भी नहीं मारा तो उसका स्पिरिट टूट गया.
मैं बोलता हूँ 2 मारेगा यार. I think he's a fighter. Like I have always
backed. वो 1 मारेगा. एक मिनिमम तो मारेगा.
मिनिमम नहीं. मेरे को एक नंबर दो तुम लोग. मैं 2 बोलता हूँ.
मैं 1 बोलता हूँ.
मैं भी 1 बोलता हूँ.
1 बोलते. Okay.
You think Steve Smith will come back?
Steve Smith, yeah, he'll come back. इतना कुछ नहीं हुआ रे.
Considering that,
अबे वो गोली लगा है. I mean बॉल लगा है, गोली नहीं लगा.
10 दिन में कितना है नेक्स्ट मैच को टाइम?
एक हफ्ता.
हाँ, 1 हफ्ते में आ जाएगा स्टीव स्मिथ.
Man, I feel like the form that he's in, he's almost at the point where he has the most test runs.
Yeah.
Since
in terms of average in last 2 years, last 2 years, yeah. एक साल तो वो खेला
ही नहीं था वो तो like this year basically.
Yeah.
And and he's only behind everybody else by some 200-300 run despite not playing for an entire year.
In terms of ranking also he is behind only by a few points by Kane Williamson and Kohli.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another talking about we've not discussed the main things that have happened.
We should just clear off these other 2 also first.
Yeah.
एक दूसरा चीज जो हो रहा है जो है कि न्यूजीलैंड और श्रीलंका भी खेल रहे हैं टेस्ट मैच. 2 गरीब
कोई ध्यान दे रहा नहीं,
कोई भाव नहीं दे रहा है.
बारिश है वहां पर भी, which means at least rain gods are giving a equally.
Rather rain gods are fucking everything equally.
Yeah.
Dude, watching Sri Lanka win a test match is the most happy you can feel. Like underdog moment of underdog moments. Because वो लोग जीतते वक्त भी दिखते कि हार ही रहे. You feel like they're losing. They look like they're losing. कर्मरत ने 122 रन मारा, उसके चेहरे पे दुख ही दिख रहा है.
वो बेचारे बोर्ड पैसे उनके भी नहीं दे रहे.
नहीं, उसको पता है ना इसके बाद भी अभी भी वो श्रीलंका में ही रहेगा.
The series is being played in Sri Lanka. That's why they're sad. If they won in New Zealand, they would have been like, fuck. Extra छुट्टी मिल रहा है, 1 हफ्ता extra.
वो तो इंडिया भी न्यूजीलैंड में टेस्ट जीते अगर, like it's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's been a long time we played test in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
I think the last time I remember was 2016-15. जहाँ पर भूवी वगैरह गए थे.
हाँ, और हम लोग पिट के आए थे.
बहुत पिटे थे. अरे यार हमेशा पिटे थे यार. अपन जब गए थे उधर थोड़ा वो बॉल क्या स्विंग हो गया अपना फट के हाथ में आ गया था.
Dude, yeah, because New Zealand is one place where I think India has always
struggled.
Yeah, like very badly.
Because
like, even if we play Australia, we play well.
Yeah, Australia, England, we manage. New Zealand, it's just that we can't understand what Tim is up to, what other.
Yeah, even like Shane Bond, I remember he used to
baby face.
Yeah, but we have to discuss.
Ferguson होगा dude इस बार तो.
Oh, Lockie.
Dude, Lockie Ferguson मूंछ लगाता है, मूंछ निकालता है, उसमें लगता है कि अलग ही बंदा खेल रहा है. Dude, मेरे को पहली 2-3 बार IPL में किया, मैं बोला ये कौन है लड़का?
वो बॉलीवुड का चश्मा है bro.
सुपरमैन वाला.
That's his variation. मूंछ और मूंछ के बिना.
तुझमें वो वैसे रब ने बना दी जोड़ी. शाहरुख खान मूंछ निकाला, नाच रहा है, मूंछ डाला तो 9 to 5 job कर रहा है.
That's what a mooch can do to you.
Yeah.
Speaking of popular mooches, one mooch has been retained in the in the coaching squad.
It is our
Ravi
very dear.
I don't.
The guy who doesn't respect dry days.
पर उसकी आंखों में हमेशा नमी होती है.
उसकी आंखों का नशा.
He's not. So okay, what do you think about this?
मेरे को नहीं
I
चाहिए
just
वो.
think कि इतना क्यों किए उन लोग फिर, मतलब इतना पैनल बनाया, कपिल देव आया और कौन वो
गलत
और उसमें
स्पेलिंग लिख के
माइक हसीन.
You know the interesting thing.
यही होता है जब रवि शास्त्री सबको दारू पिला रहे हैं वहाँ पे.
पर वो तो नहीं, he interviewed on video chat. So
I mean,
so did you read about that? So apparently the interview started with a 20-minute monologue from Ravi Shastri where he explained कि देखो ये हुआ है, ये मैंने किया, ये मेरा प्लान है. अब तुमको कुछ पूछने का बाकी हो तो पूछो. उसके बाद कुछ खास सवाल किए नहीं गए क्योंकि उसने सब कवर कर दिया.
All the objections were.
But when I think about it, okay, like when you think about it, I just want to give you an alternative vision of this. In the last, he's been since Anil Kumble left in 2017 and
17, I think, yeah.
Have we really been doing that badly as a team?
I mean, except ICC tournaments, we've been doing great.
Right? So I mean, that's the one thing we need to figure out now. Everything else is kind of on track.
But even 2015, so 3 ICC tournaments, he was captain, he was coach.
Yeah, and we all
3.
Yeah, and that's the only...
all 3, when you say semis for India, I don't think is...
2016.
No, but the point
There's
is
Anil Kumble, no? Anil Kumble was 2016 and then he was removed.
No,
no.
16-17 approximately.
Yeah.
Till right now. And before that, even during 2015. So 2015 Champions Trophy and 2019.
So essentially, our performance in ICC tournaments has not been very good.
Actually, what do we consider bad or good?
Exactly.
Let's define that.
Is getting to the semi-finals, the way we got,
and final as
that
well.
was not a bad performance. We were undefeated almost in the group stage. We were on the top of the table virtually.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, we lost to New Zealand because of that day. It was not like we were an inferior team against New Zealand.
Right.
Yeah,
the rain was on their side in that sense, and it went to the next day, which also caused so much. Imagine, dude, playing
momentum badal gaya,
dude. You're bowling to the tail on a day when they have been completely demoralized versus next day वो लोग fresh होके आए, वो लोग को भी पता है कि आज conditions अपने साथ है, तो obviously वो mindset का फर्क आ जाता है. So I genuinely don't know. I mean, yeah, we lost to Pakistan in the Champions Trophy.
Yeah.
But that was a lot to do with us, like as the players rather than you can't really blame.
Pakistan had a really good day.
But
that
even
was a great day for Pakistan.
That's the thing, right? If India had won that game, then you would have given credit to the coach.
No, you wouldn't have, man. You would.
No, yeah. I mean, we talk about Gary Kirsten
a lot, dude.
A lot.
Gary had, or like you said before the podcast, that Gary had the best generation of cricketers that could ever.
Yeah, because he got the younger lot very young and the older max experience.
Yeah, and he got the best old lot that you could ever hope for as a captain.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Sachin, Sehwag, Zahir Mehra.
Harbhaji.
और क्या चाहिए तेरे को, dude?
Yuvi had the best time of his life in that World Cup.
But I also feel that more than anything, I am just annoyed at Ravi Shastri for
being Ravi Shastri.
For being Ravi Shastri, one, and secondly, I am dude, get your selections in place. If you don't, dude, how can we not have a number 4?
Dude, okay, wait. I think that.
But don't you think that's as much to do with the lack of an availability of a player than the coaching itself? Who has the temperament to be that number 4 is the question.
I don't think we don't have a number 4. We can definitely why
we have multiple number 4s. That's the.
Okay, who are your number 4 options?
I want Dhoni to be number 4. To be very honest, because I'm tu niche bhi kuch nahi kar raha hai.
I wanted him to be number 4 throughout the World Cup.
That is the different conversation. That is something that I am sure that everybody got reprimanded for, because if you had seen the way these guys were talking about it, the board of the BCCI was talking about it after saying कि हमने इसको भेजा because वो लोग ने मांगा, they immediately shifted the blame onto the team itself. And this was definitely World Cup तक दिख रहा था कि कोहली का ही सुना जा रहा है.
कोहली धोनी यही मिलके डिसीजन ले रहे हैं.
Which was the big problem.
मतलब मैं तो बोलता हूँ कि राइडू भी मेरे को सही लग रहा था कि नंबर 4 पे लेके जाते थे, क्योंकि उसने he shown the temperament, he has the experience,
but he also showed the lack of temperament in those fights that he got into. No
banter, he got as gentleman.
In fact, if you remember, one of the guys who auditioned this time was our old manager from the T20 World Cup.
Yeah. Okay, I have this theory. I have this theory. I think the reason India is not doing well in ICC tournaments is because Ravi Shastri is not in the commentary box. उसको finals में अगर वो commentary करा, हम कैसे नहीं जीतेंगे? 2007, 2011. उसको commentary box में बिठाओ ना. We are not even making it to the finals. उसको बोलो कि and Dhoni scores it.
But that's the thing, na. If we make it to the finals, he'll quit and he'll go to the commentary box.
That's great then.
But don't you think this whole even the Raidu thing you're saying, they because of the banter and everything, dude, Ben Stokes जैसा इंसान लफड़े करके culture, why don't we have that?
नहीं, but Ben Stokes is an all-rounder, dude. Ben Stokes is an all-rounder and he's proven his point.
I'm just saying, I'm just talking about the attitude of a player. He's also gotten into those.
Value him as a player more than a person.
Yeah.
Because clearly then it boils down to him having pissed off the wrong people.
Yeah.
I think the problem is not ki, Ben Stokes ka scene, he got drunk in a bar and punch somebody, okay? So that is like a criminal charge. उसका भी वो लोग ने केस वेस किया, उसका जो भी था acquittal हो गया. तो on paper at least he is not in a soup over it, you know. But with Mayank it was not something which is a criminal charge. So there is Ambati. There is no system in place to tell him or the public ki yes, he has been punished adequately for what he's done. So that kind of lingers in the people's mind.
Yeah.
I think that's what really made the difference. Also the fact that he gave up.
I
mean, you're not out until you choose to be out. And he was nowhere close to being out.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with Ravi, right? Like everyone's annoyed with Ravi Shastri for sticking around, but this is the guy who came in and clearly made a case for himself and stuck around.
Right. Yeah.
And what is more interesting to me is that the earlier selection committee was disbanded because of conflict of
selection.
Conflict of interest issues. Okay.
Right.
Now this new
So
panel.
who were in the earlier panel?
Ganguly था, Sachin था और कोई था ना, कुछ था.
Lakshman and all the main
Now,
committee. Yeah.
No, but अभी Dravid पे भी issues उठे हैं ना.
Dravid पे भी issues है.
वो तो
Because
सब
he can't captain the coach the under 19 team and head the national cricket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
and
this is
even
a new
Ganguly,
BCCI rule.
that everyone got a this conflict of interest.
So now this
But
current
ये क्या time है
committee.
कि Lakshman और Dravid को कोई मतलब conflict of interest
But now
में
think
डाल
of
रहा
it
है.
this way, okay? This current committee that has picked the guy, they also have a charge against them.
Yeah.
For conflict of interest.
Kumble and who
Kapil
sorry,
wala.
Kumble
Kapil wala.
Kapil Dev, yeah.
So उसमें that's it. Then there's this old one of our captains from the women's team, and then there's one more person.
Mithali Raj.
I think so, na?
No,
नहीं, not her.
Mithali Raj
Mithali is still playing.
Mithali Raj had another issue
पुरानी.
with Ramesh Pawar.
वो तो अलग ही scene था.
Oh yeah, that was during the
So these three.
That even Harman Preet Kaur had.
Yeah, basically it was all of them versus.
So this was not. These guys are still not cleared. So the committee that's picked the coach is actually not cleared of the charges of conflict of interest.
That's the thing, no, dude. जब इतना तुम power trip पे चल रहे हो तो तुम्हारे बातों पे ही चीजें होने वाली है. It's not going to matter कि whether you're
Another interesting cricket fixture coming up, rather happening currently, is India is playing West Indies, which I know a lot of people are not following because I think tour matches tend to get ignored a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a good, I feel it's a good sense to understand how players are performing in the conditions, if not with the same lineup of bowling or whatever. And in that regard, so Ajinkya is
doing really good.
Yeah, Ajinkya is leading the team.
Yeah.
In the absence of Kohli, which in the first match, first innings did not turn out very well for him.
Yeah,
because
scored like one run.
He scored a run, but then Pujara also scored 100 and we retired him.
Yeah,
which is good.
Which is great.
Good, yeah,
which is great.
क्या हो गया?
Yeah. One number I loved is Rohit Sharma getting 68 runs. And I was like, अपना लड़का वापिस आएला है. ठीक है, ये लड़का आ गया है, अब ये कहीं नहीं जा रहा है. I feel like that form.
Is Rohit a test opener or a middle order
No, he's a Gilchrist.
He's a Gilchrist.
नीचे आओ मारो.
Yeah,
he can't open.
He doesn't, like, I don't think he has a
temperament. Like मैं मारने आ रहा हूँ.
शिखर को खिलाएंगे?
शिखर को पता नहीं यार अभी.
Yeah. You have to play him. Who else will you play? You can't. You'll play Mayank.
I would.
Mayank Agarwal, Pujara.
So here's what's interesting. Okay,
Open?
in the second
Pujara
innings,
will come at number 3.
Sorry,
number
then
3. Shikhar and Mayank.
Agarwal, yeah.
Okay,
which will be an interesting combo.
Okay, what if
this is the weirdest?
Bangalore and
Delhi.
What if we do this? Okay, just a thought. Ajinkya. Okay.
And Mayank Agarwal.
And Shikhar.
Yeah.
Ajinkya and Shikhar. Okay.
Shikhar is in the level.
Ajinkya can take his time. Okay. Shikhar मारेगा फाड़ेगा जो करने का करेगा.
मर्जी है.
हाँ. फिर obviously out हो जाएगा. तब पुजारा आ जाएगा. Pujara or Ajinkya can stick around on crease for as long as you need them.
Right.
Okay. Then you have Kohli at number 4. And then it doesn't matter because ऐसे भी अपना middle order थोड़ी बैट करता है. तो ये
Rohit Sharma
आएगा, Rishabh Pant
आएगा. Pant also in fact had a decent first innings.
No, he had a bad first innings.
33 runs off of 53 balls.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Like, but what about this thing? I really like Mayank Agarwal. Like, what's happening with him?
I've played with that boy.
Not being able to convert.
You played with Mayank Agarwal?
Who all have you played with?
Yeah, this is what you want to know.
I have played with Pandey, Mayank, Rahul.
Oh.
Then Abhimanyu Mithun.
Rahul Dua?
Abhimanyu Mithun, yeah, he plays the IPL.
Yeah, he played the IPL. He doesn't play the IPL anymore.
Okay.
He just played 2 seasons of the IPL.
How was it playing with KL and...
Dude, these
They
guys
were
are
your
two
seniors, I'm
yeah,
assuming,
of
because they're
course.
all our age.
I was more or less like just bowling to them in the nets. उन्हें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता मैं कौन है. It's just that while we are packing and we're doing warm-ups is when we get to talk to each other and stuff. That was the only time. This was the reason I got to play for them was because I was part of this academy called Karnataka Institute of Cricket.
Okay.
So a lot of players have come out of it, like your CM Gautam, the wicketkeeper for Ranji and all that.
Yeah.
And then all your Anjum Chopra used to come there and play.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good space for cricket in general, and he is.
And used to bowl to KL Rahul and
Pandey. I really enjoyed bowling to Pandey and Agarwal because their punches you never wanted to hold.
Oh, yeah.
Like वो सीधा मारते थे. They never wanted to sweep. They never wanted to cut. They never wanted to pull. Even if it's a short ball, they let it go. Like they had that कि मेरे को अभी straight ही खेलना है आधा घंटा, and they will only play straight. And that's the difference between people who are playing at a higher level and people who are trying to score runs. उनको score नहीं करना, उनको crease पे टिकना है. Because that is what happens, right?
Because runs तो आ ही जाएगा अगर तुम.
If you're there long enough, it'll happen.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I learned from these guys. And KL पे दिख रहा है अभी. While KL was playing for what is this? Hyderabad. Which is back in 2011, 2012. He used to struggle.
Yeah.
He had class. He had everything that you needed, but he used to struggle just to score runs. And right when he came under RCB, he had this Kohli aura on him that, okay, I need a attitude. I have everything else. So that was seen. That's what happened with Pandey. Pandey, when he scored in 2009 in South Africa, में वो century मार के आया था. He was a different guy altogether.
Yeah, I really like Manish Pandey.
Pandey has temperament, but it's just that he's not given that many opportunities as such. Because at middle order, how much do you expect him to score?
We have too many options.
Yeah, middle order is just filled with people who can do well. That's why KL opted to play a lot better on the opening side.
Yeah.
And that's why he got opportunities in Australia. And even Mayank got the same opportunity. But it's just that T20 mein KL has done so much better that Mayank will only be considered for test and
But that's great. Like, I really like Mayank. Like, I want to see him.
The Bangalore cricket is one of the Karnataka cricket and UP cricket.
Yeah.
UP cricket back in time used to be the hub for cricket, like Raina, Praveen Kumar, Mohammad Kaif, your spinners Piyush Chawla and all of them used to come from there, and it's just so. And RP Singh,
RP Singh also,
RP Singh had a great run.
I met Praveen, and Praveen Kumar is one of the most gaon insan you can ever see. I'm not kidding. KSA में बस घुस रही है. He comes out of the bus, climbs the bus and climbs the tree. And he's just sitting there shouting at people, "Hey, horn bajana band kar." And that's Praveen Kumar. He's just doing such bakchodi. But it's just weird what as a state team you are and what you are as a national side. State team में ये लोग बकचोदी कर रहे हैं. बॉल स्टेडियम के बाहर कौन फेंकेगा?
मार के
नहीं फेंकना है बस. सुरेश रैना, आरपी सिंह 4 बकेट ले आए हैं चिन्नास्वामी स्टेडियम के बाहर बॉल फेंक रहे. एंड इट्स अ ह्यूज डिस्टेंस डूड. नहीं जा रहे, एक दूसरे को गाली दे रहे, कितना हिला रहा है बे, गलत हाथ यूज कर रहे हैं. इट्स जस्ट वियर्ड एंड यू जस्ट गेट टू सी देम फर्स्ट हैंड कि हां दीस आर नॉर्मल पीपल, दे हैव नथिंग टू थिंक ऑफ.
I mean dude, I don't think they've read books and all. Like
क्यों पढ़ेगा dude, उसको जरूरत नहीं है.
उसका काम है बैट चलाना. लाइक उन लोग की हम पढ़ाई क्यों एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं?
प्रवीण कुमार बॉलिंग के समय साइड में सैंडविचेस पड़े हैं. थक रहा है, मेरे को खाना चाहिए.
हाँ, उसको तो देख के लगता है वो मिड रन अप ही थक गया है. मसल मास है ही नहीं बॉडी में. We've discussed a lot.
We have discussed a lot. On that quick note, if I may do, I don't know if we should keep this in the episode or not, because I really want him as India's new number 4 in ODIs.
Who? Harman?
Would love to.
Oh, now we have to keep this.
Hello and welcome to another awesome week at the IVM Podcast Network. If you're not following us on social media, please do. We are at IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget to take a screenshot of whatever podcast of ours that you're listening to. Take a screenshot and put in a comment about what you think about the show, and we will reshare it from our social media pages. Here's what's in store for you this week. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus is joined by Chef Vinesh Johnny, co-founder of Livon Academy. He talks to Cyrus about what goes into running a pastry school and how his life led him to be a pastry chef. On Ganatantra, hosts Alok and Sarayu are joined by Dr. Andrew Whitehead to discuss the various implications of the repeal of Article 370 and the complicated history and future of Kashmir. On 9XM Soundcast, host Eva Bhatt is in conversation with music composer and singer Clinton Cerejo. Clinton shares his journey from producing ad jingles to composing Bollywood soundtracks and being invited to Berklee School of Music. On Paperback, Racheta and Satyajit talk to playwright and poet Nikhil Katara about absurd plays and Kafka's letters that have influenced him. On the Pragati podcast, Sambit Das joins Pawan Srinath to talk about medical education and the NMC Act. Just a little announcement, the new episodes of Pragati podcast will be available every Wednesday starting next week. On the Edges and Sledges Cricket podcast, Varun, Ashwin and DJ are discussing England's struggle in the Ashes, Nathan Lyon's performance, the retirements of Dale Steyn, Hashim Amla and Brandon McCullum, and also the India-West Indies T20 matches. On Mr. and Mrs. Binge Watch, Janice and Anirudh talk about the great hack, the loudest voice, and the final year, stories that have starred Donald Trump. On Marbles Lost and Found, Zain and Avanti talk to former IVM staffer Janam Dewan about grief and loss. And with that, let's get you back onto your show.
Alright guys, we are back for the second half.
Waddaplayah!
Not that we divide our halves properly.
Yeah, it's not proportionally the second half, it is emotionally the second half.
Emotionally, yeah. Jazbaaton ko samjho, as who's put it? Raju or?
Sunil.
Sunil, the bigot. Okay.
Bhavnaon ko samjho.
Sunil the bigot Paul. Okay. That should be like how there's like middle name in stage. But so fun things happening
in other sports.
Other sports.
I heard that that guy got fined.
Yeah,
Mikhail ka favorite.
Mikhail ka nahi, sabka favorite.
Nick Kyrgios,
because the Australian tennis player.
Because he brings the fun element.
Dude, उसने
जो टेनिस में डमशराज खेल रहा है.
Dude, उसने अंपायर को गाली दे दिया. Dude,
क्या बोला उसने?
So basically, Cincinnati में चल रहा था वो लोग का. Cincinnati वाला open.
Bablapu, remember? There's a TV show. What, guys?
What is this show?
I don't know. You were doing a tune of.
It was exactly like that. You don't remember this show on TV? Abhini,
No.
do you remember this? Can you? Yeah, guys, there was a show. Please tell them about it.
Cincinnati Bablabu.
Yeah.
That's a show or a character?
It's a show.
Oh my God.
It's an entire show. They used to work in I think like sort of a electronic store sort of a thing, and it was really cool. And then it just shut like.
So Waddaplayah for this episode is Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
अरे रुको अरे सुनो तो सही. निक भाई ने क्या कांड मचाया
निक भाई के बारे में.
तो सिंसिनाटी में ना वो कुछ तो गुजोल हो गया, फिर वो हार गया. फिर है ना उसने बीच में एक दो बार तो उसने रेफरी को गाली दे दिया. एक बार तो बोल दिया कि every time I'm playing this guy keeps doing stupid shit. ऐसा करे. और फिर वो बोला मेरे को बाथरूम जाना है. वो बोला नहीं जा सकता. बोला मैं जाएगा. फिर वो बाथरूम गया. वो टनल होता है ना, टनल में रैकेट विकेट तोड़ने लगा. Where everybody can see. Okay, that this is happening.
Yeah.
And then
that's why he's doing.
That's anyway the fake tunnel, like just they entering the stadium.
So everybody is now on the harping ki this guy needs help. In fact, there was this
Nick needs help.
Yeah, Nick needs help.
Yeah.
So Daniela Hantokova, which I'm assuming she's an ex. So it's the internet said she was an ex-tennis player.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said he actually needs serious help, not only on the tennis stuff, but I think on his life in general, because of the reason he's behaving now on the tennis court. Like so.
I don't know what. Everything has to do with mental health now.
But clearly this guy needs help, dude.
Bro, पर ऐसा चिल्ला वाला विल्ला ना.
Dude, you know what?
अरे बंदा है वैसा क्या करें?
Yeah, वो थोड़ा. I think like if he gets help, he won't be the guy.
Dude, he's like
who he is.
Yeah.
Right? But that's a very interesting.
विराट कोहली है, dude. अगर नहीं चला तो चिल्लाएगा वो. गौतम गंभीर है वो. नहीं हुआ तो चिल्लाएगा. It's not. You losing your shit at referee is normal. That's how games work.
Yeah.
If you're not having
except cricket, where you have to be a gentleman.
Bullshit.
Other sports, everyone.
You can punch someone in a bar, but on the field you have to be a gentleman.
Yeah, that's what Ben Stokes did. But my point is, I don't think you shouting at a referee is bad. He's part of the game as well.
Yeah.
He should be fine with anything that goes there. तुम लोग जब sledge कर रहे हो, that's part of the game. That's considered as a sweet thing, right? Why in tennis? Why are you making it
because
such a...
tennis is like that highty-toity kind of game, na? Like
not really. In fact, tennis mein they fight more with like
Yeah.
referees rather than cricket. Cricket is way more like, because after I started watching tennis, I was like, dude, oh wow, cricket में तो कोई गाली भी नहीं दे सकता अंपायर को.
इधर गाली देते हैं अंपायर.
इधर झगड़ा करते हैं प्रॉपर.
तो they debate dude वो
बास्केटबॉल NFL में तो बहुत सही होता है. Dude, रेफरी पे थूक देते लोग.
Right. Dude, also the thing with the tennis is रेफरी को सर पर चढ़ा के रखा.
हाँ ना, वो ऐसा ऊपर क्यों बिठाया है यार उसको? ऐसा मतलब व्यू के नाम पे कुछ भी बैंक
Hawkeye view.
But उसको फिर भी DRS दिया हुआ है. Like you can take a review as a player. So
he's like a 1.5 umpire. He's not quite third umpire, not quite ground umpire.
just there in the middle.
Yeah.
And I don't think if she's telling because he fought with referee, उसको इसीलिए help.
No, I think it's because he's freaking breaking rackets, guys. I don't think you should be breaking rackets at your place of work. तुझे लगे मैं ऐसा स्टेज पे हूँ, मैं बोला एक दो मिनट मैं आया, फिर मैं जाके माइक तोड़ रहा है पीछे, dude. ऐसा थोड़ा.
But he's also like sly tweeting against Djokovic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So since the beginning of the, I don't know, they have some issue with each other. Like he has an issue clearly. He's like ये Djokovic क्या करता है, एकदम cringe इंसान है, सब पप्पी दे रहा है audience. He's trying to be like Federer. He's trying to win them over by using other people's techniques.
इसका social media presence is so good.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what he told? He's like, I've played against him twice and I've won both times, you know. And he's like, so I don't consider him a legend क्योंकि उसके comparison में तो मैं कुछ practice नहीं करता और मैं तेरे को हरा के गया. He's like, तू जीत जाएगा सब Grand Slam. But मेरे सामने तू बहुत ही okay player है.
नल्ला player है.
Yeah. And then after in the Cincinnati Open only, I think this Daniel Medvedev. I mean, I don't know how to. It's a very Russian name.
Go
so
ahead.
he won the final against. I think he won against Djokovic in the semi. Then he won the final overall.
Okay.
And he started tweeting, "Wow, well played." This and everything. हमेशा ऐसे तो जोकोविच को एक बार भी प्रेज नहीं किया, वो विंबलडन अब भी जीत गया. One of the longest sets. So
Federer also lost to some bachcha.
Federer lost to Rublev, again Russian. I don't know what's happening in Russia. Dude.
Is it Russian or is it
Russian?
They want to get out of it.
21-year-old dude. He won straight like 6-3 and 6-4.
But so I genuinely feel like that's how a champion falls.
Yeah.
Like you fall to a new entrant, like it has to be that. Like falling to your old enemy is not like a thing
anymore.
It becomes like a momentous thing because वो एक और कौन हराएगा?
It's like in WWE, Undertaker retired after Roman Reigns beat him. You have no idea who it is. But
why are we comparing
legends, bro? Federer is the Undertaker of tennis. Let's be honest.
Let's just not consider WWE a sport first.
Yeah. It's hey, listen. If WWE is not a sport, then IPL is not a sport. Okay? You can't do both.
I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't like the IPL.
Thank you.
I hate the IPL anyway. So IPL.
Like वो जो I think where you can you नहीं होगा.
कोई सुनता ही नहीं है. थोड़ी उधर बैठ के मतलब वो शशांक मनोहर हमले को बोलने वाला है कि क्या करके तुम लोग.
So if you think about it, I feel like you can't beat a Federer in terms of like a senior player. You can't beat them at the mind game.
Yeah,
because his mind game is strongest, right?
Yeah.
You can only beat him on physical. Yeah.
Tire them out.
And I think that's why a 21-year-old would be the most ideal person to beat.
Yeah, and the funny thing is the kid was like, I mean, kid clearly, he's 21.
Yeah.
He almost forgot to sign in for the tournament. He's like, मेरे को पता ही नहीं था, मैं last minute किया. And then so much pressure. He's like, I wasn't looking at Roger Federer only through the match. He's like, I'll play my game. I won't look at him much. I won't look anywhere in the crowd and all. Also, I'll just go play my game. And he won against Federer.
I'll play a pseudo tennis game and come out.
Yeah.
Maybe a star is born.
Yeah.
Maybe an anomaly has happened.
Yeah.
Either it's a star or a blip on the radar.
Yeah. Right. So that's another like amazing.
So then, Waddaplayah for the week. I feel like we have a legitimate contender for is 21-year-old Rublev. Ruben Kaduskar.
Why is this podcast only for like 5 people? Like nobody gets a reference.
Man, that's true. But
another thing next week which we can discuss is obviously US Open, and we'll discuss Badminton World Championship because
India does look like we have a shot at
PV
this.
Sindhu, I'm a fanboy.
Yeah.
So I am rooting for her always.
So Waddaplayah for the week is
Rublev.
Rublev is for me for sure.
Fumble boy. Because I fumble when I say his name.
Okay.
Fumble is. Are you okay with that, Hardik?
Hardik? Hey, another thing in news, Hardik Pandya and Krunal Pandya both got one Lamborghini.
From?
They bought it. Like
between them?
Yeah, between them. Dutch karke.
Dutch karke.
Country ke re.
But that seems like I would not say that Krunal has it. Like having met Hardik once in my life, I know for a fact that Hardik is the one who bought it. Krunal के नाम पे बिल फटा, बस वो भी वहाँ था.
बड़ा भाई था.
बस वही था. Hardik bought it for
साइड में खड़ी थी. तुम भी डालो ना. देवर ही सब कुछ करे, हाँ.
Wow, family matters. Harman played too much cricket.
Okay, not a player of the week, guys. Who has given us a dismal performance? time and again. I kind of feel like it should be
not taking the Karunaratne 100 in.
Oh yeah, I would consider that as well.
Now we have competition.
Yeah.
Or is it then is it the century by Ben Stokes?
I would not take that because that eventually ended in a draw.
I think Waddaplayah should be Steve Smith ka replacement.
Steve Smith.
again a fumble name.
Again a fumble name. वो आया दूसरे बॉल पे मार खाया और फिर भी हाफ सेंचुरी मार के गया.
Dude, he had to replace the helmet. Second ball of you just walked into on the 5th day of the test match. तू 4 दिन chill कर रहा था. 5वें दिन
तू स्क्वाड में भी नहीं
था. जाके जोफ्रा और कोई नहीं है. जोफ्रा सीधा.
So who?
Dude, I think every time Jofra takes a run up, उसके दिमाग में वो चल रहा होता है. We have a dream, Nelson Mandela.
So yeah, Waddaplayah is Karunaratne, Rublev, or this. I would still say Rublev because just Roger Federer को हरा दिया.
Okay,
let's consider the point कि वो he's at a point where he can lose.
I mean, he was just in the final.
Sri Lanka winning right now.
But
after
in Sri Lanka,
it's okay, dude. New Zealand को हरा रहे हो यार.
हाँ वो भी है.
केन विलियमसन का बर्थडे था लास्ट वीक.
वो लोग दिल जीत के आए यार पूरी दुनिया का.
तो चल he says Karunaratne, I say Rublev.
I think it's I have to be a tiebreaker now.
Yeah, you have to be a tiebreaker.
I think
Shreyas Iyer.
Okay, Rublev it is then.
Rublev it is.
Fine.
Yes. Rublev.
No.
Not Mike Haseen. Mike Haseen is the real MVP.
Ravi Shastri is the real winner, dude.
Actually, Ravi Shastri is the not a player.
Not a player is Kapil Dev, I think, because he spelled the freaking name wrong, dude.
Was it Kapil or anybody there?
That could be.
Put it
so
on
I guess
Kapil,
the selection committee is the not a player for the week.
Not a player, yeah, totally, dude. It's not a player.
Of course.
Guys, you can all come to Khar Station to collect your gifts as
always.
What about
David Warner? No, I think selection committee.
Like selection committee.
I hate the selection committee. Yeah.
Okay then.
David, you still have a soft corner. So.
Yeah, David, I'll want 2 centuries.
Wolverine है यार वो आएगा वापस.
You're saying the prediction is 2 centuries, right?
Yeah.
1. Okay, cool.
1.
What's the
Who's winning the Ashes?
Winning the Ashes का पता नहीं. वो तो थर्ड टेस्ट के बाद बोलते हैं.
ओहो.
I think I'll go with Australia.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया ले जाएगा देखना.
मैं
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
मतलब ले जाएगा मतलब रिटेन कर लेगा.
हाँ, ड्रॉ होगा, सीरीज ड्रॉ होगा ना.
Okay, you guys, this has been great. Thank you for coming on, Harman.
Thank you, man. This has been really fun.
If you like this, today was mostly a cricket podcast because Mikhail was not there. I guess it's quite evident what happens when Mikhail is not there. But if you really like your cricket and you want to listen to something a little more in depth and a little more statistical, you can always check out Edges and Sledges. That's also
sledge.
Edges and Sledges is on the IVM Podcast Network. If you like this podcast and want to check out other podcasts randomly, you can check out the other podcasts on the IVM Podcast Network. You can find them on the internet as @IVM Podcasts.
हाँ, बहुत बार IVM बोल दिए भाई तुम.
हाँ ना, और क्या करने का?
Google पे IVM डाल दो.
Oh yes, and there's a new show that's coming on the network called Agla Station Adulthood with Ritasha and Ayushi. They're 2 best friends. You've probably seen them on the interwebs. Right, Ritasha is the actress, right? Yeah, so yeah, she's somebody. It's a good show. You should check it out. Other than that, you can find us online at how do they find you online, Harman?
Harman Preet Singh, man. Oh Harman.
On which account?
Everything.
Oh Harman.
Oh Harman.
Oh Harman and everything.
Oh Harman.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a moan, you know.
कोई नहीं तो हैंडल तो मोन कर दे.
डिजिटल मोनिंग. मेरा है @Siddharth Dudeja on Instagram, @SidDudeja on Twitter. जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ बदल दूं तुम्हारे कन्वीनियंस के लिए.
हाँ, और मैं कुछ भी मेहता है और नॉट कुछ भी मेहता भी मैं ही है. तो कौन नहीं है मैं?
Wow. That's a very existential question.
And on that note, we will see you next week with more Waddaplayah.
Wow.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Careers in the new podcast series presented by Accenture. I'm your host Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay. In this podcast series, we'll get you the latest and greatest in the world of technology that's shaping the future of business as we know it. We're talking intelligent platforms, cloud, AI, blockchain, extended reality, and a whole lot more. Every fortnight on Wednesdays, we'll have for you a hot topic with expert speakers from Accenture talking about top trends in the space, how these are changing the world and creating growth across industries. And importantly, we'll tell you how you can learn more, build your skills and expertise to grow and stay relevant in your career.
Episodes out on the IVM Podcast app or wherever you get your podcast from.
माणसं ना गोलगप्प्यासारखी असतात. हाय हॅलो करताना वेगळी आणि बोलताना वेगळी आणि गप्पा मारताना वेगळी, मित्र झाली की वेगळी आणि शत्रू म्हणून वेगळी, थोडक्यात दिसणारी वेगळी आणि असणारी वेगळी. कधी आंबट, कधी गोड, कधी तिखट, तर कधी चमचमीत आणि कधी कधी हॉट अँड स्पायसी सुद्धा. आणि म्हणूनच गप्पा सॉरी गोल गप्पा विथ तृप्ती खामकर फक्त तुमच्यासाठी दर बुधवारी IVM पॉडकास्टच्या ऍपवर, वेबसाईटवर किंवा युट्यूब चॅनलवर सुद्धा ऐकू शकता. तुम्ही आमचा पॉडकास्ट वेगवेगळ्या पॉडकास्ट प्लॅटफॉर्मवरती ऐकू शकता. फक्त सर्च करा गोल गप्पा विथ तृप्ती खामकर आणि आमचा पॉडकास्ट ऐकत रहा.